It gets even better. Irish. Allie Hazelwood, I can kiss you on the mouth for this book. Like, oh my god. I'm slowly working my way through my camping list. I had a really good camping stove too, and I was like, let me just donate it. I don't need it. I'm literally never going outside again. Okay. Good morning, everybody. I've been trying to figure out how to start this video off this morning for like 10 minutes now. And I realized I actually cannot function until I get food or coffee or both, actually both, in my system. I'm going to get breakfast with Georgia this morning. I'm about to head that way. We're going to try another place that's on our bucket list, Sunrise Memphis. I've never been there before, but I've heard really, really good things about it, so I'm excited. I didn't look at the menu. I'm trying to be better about not looking at the menu before I go to a restaurant, because I've always been someone who figures out exactly what I'm gonna eat before I go there. I'm trying to like live life on the edge a little bit, you know? So I have no idea what type of food they serve. Obviously it's breakfast, but I don't know what, not genre, type. Probably American. I'm gonna go get breakfast and then I'll come back and talk to you. Oh, there it is. Sunrise Memphis, gone. I don't even remember the name of the food that I got, but it was basically like a smorgasbord of different things. There was bacon, sausage, eggs. Turns out I hate grits, or maybe it's just their grits. I've never had grits before, which is kind of shocking because I'm from the South. I feel like, is that a Southern thing? Or no? It might not be a Southern thing. For some reason in my brain it's a Southern thing. I am not a fan of grits. The biscuit, it was so good. I ate mine and then I ate half of Georgia's. And then I thought they had cold brew like in-house, but they did not. So I got a cold brew and then they told me there was a can waiting for me in the fridge. It's okay. It's good. It's good. It's one of those cold brews where the more that I drink it, the better it gets. Good start to a morning regardless, because I got a biscuit and I love a biscuit. I'm parked outside of REI right now. They open at 9 o'clock. So in 20 minutes, so I'm gonna sit here until they open. I'm slowly working my way through my camping list. When I quit van life a couple years ago, the worst mistake I made was getting rid of all of my camping stuff. I was like, oh, I'm literally never gonna want to spend time in the outdoors ever again. I'm an all or nothing girly, unfortunately. I did this when I quit soccer, like my freshman year of college. I was like, all or nothing, get rid of everything. I'm never gonna play this sport again. Then last year I had to buy new cleats and new soccer balls because I wanted to play the sport again, a sport that I actually really enjoy. In the past year, I've been getting back into camping and I've been loving it so much. I'm going glamping next week. It's too hot to like camp outside around me right now, but I have camping plans for the fall too. And I just don't really have anything. When I went camping this past fall with my friend Bailey, it was fine because she's an avid camper and she had so much camping stuff that we were able to use. When I went camping with Taylor a couple weeks ago, it was fine because she had a lot of stuff, and the place that we camped at had a lot of stuff that we were able to use as well. But I just really don't have enough camping stuff to feel comfortable going camping on my own. The main things that I'm missing: kitchen set, kitchen utensils for camping, a sleeping pad, a camping stove. I cannot believe I got rid of my camping stove. I had a really good camping stove too, and I was like, let me just donate it. I don't need it. I'm literally never going outside again. Okay. Hammock. I have one of those, but it's in Texas. It's sitting in my parents' garage. I also have this foldable table that's in Texas. I need a washing tub for dishes. It's just always really convenient to have. Pots and pans, a sleeping bag would be really nice. I don't want to get a tent because when I went camping last year, I slept in the back of my Subaru and it was fine, other than the fact that I didn't have a camping pad and it was literally so hard on my back. And blankets were not enough. I thought they'd be enough, but they were not enough. I don't need a tent. I just need like a camping pad and a sleeping bag to put in the back of this car. And then I need a water jug, a tea kettle, a knife, a first aid kit. Slowly working my way through getting this list. I would like to have most of these items by the fall when I go on a couple different camping trips. I don't know what we're gonna get today. I think I'm just gonna go walk around REI when they open and at least get one or two things on this list, but we will see. Problematic Summer on audio. I know. Literally in my last vlog, I just bought the book. But I was unaware. Someone told me Connor is Irish. And in the audiobook, he has an Irish accent. What else do you expect me to do? Like, what do you expect me to just like not hear his Irish accent? No. I've been bouncing back and forth between the book and the audio, and I've been reading it so slow over the past few days because it is so fucking good. Let me take my AirPods out because I've been listening to it while I've been going through all of my stuff in my house. I have 2 trash bags full of stuff that I'm gonna donate. We're doing like a little bit of a summer cleaning. I just have too much stuff that I don't need. And I'm gonna keep listening to it while I organize my camping stuff. Here in a second, I'm about to put it all in this container. Problematic Summer Romance. It's about to be my favorite Ali Hazelwood book. I was running around my house last night, giddy and squealing, and I'm surprised my neighbors didn't bang on my wall and tell me to shut the up because I was being so loud. I'm on a roll this summer. I'm not trying to be dramatic, but like the romance books I've been reading recently have been stellar. This, I'm predicting it to be 5 stars. I love an age gap romance though. I know a lot of people feel like a little iffy about age gap romance. I love an age gap romance when the FMC is 23 and above, to be honest. Like I can handle if she's 20, 21, or 22, but ideally she's 23 and up. And then he's like in the range of like 35 to 39, 23 and 38. And it gets even better, Irish. Like it's literally so good. Oh my God, I like want to squeal. I'm obsessed with it. I use Everand when it comes to my audiobooks if I can't get things through Libby. I canceled my Audible a bit ago and I've been loving Everand. You pay like $16 a month and you can unlock 3 premium books. And then I think you might be able to get like non-premium books on top of that. But I do think they just like kind of changed up their system a little bit. So I might be wrong on that. Regardless, with my membership, I get 3 premium books and I had to use one of my premium unlocks for this. I've only listened to like 3 hours of it on audio and the rest of it has been me reading the physical book, but his Irish accent, oh my God. I love that he is her brother's best friend. I love that he is the type of man who really struggles emotionally connecting with people or with women or has had a history of struggling with that in the past, but when it comes to her, he's able to like emotionally open up so easily, but he's also like really scared. But she also confronts him about it and she's like, you open up so much to me, but like why don't you want more? Like I understand, but also what the she really is like pushing his buttons in the best way. But he needs it. Like his personality, he needs someone who's going to push his buttons. And I don't think that's even something he has ever realized that he needed. It's bouncing back and forth between the POV of them meeting 3 years ago. Like they had briefly met like a long time ago, but they really met, I would say, 3 years prior, and they created a friendship from that. Connor loves to remind her the power dynamic is too imbalanced. Any relationship between them would be problematic in too many ways to count, and Maya should just get over him. After all, he has made it clear that he wants her gone from his life. But not everything is as it seems, and cliches sometimes become plot twists. Ali Hazelwood, I can kiss you on the mouth for this book. Like, oh my God. Okay, we're gonna go through all of my camping stuff now. I also need to go through this closet and try and get rid of a little... Oh my gosh, I have a sleeping bag. I never actually look in this closet, and I forgot that my parents had an extra sleeping bag that I took before I left Texas. Okay, well, I can check that off the list. I don't need to buy a sleeping bag. Perfect. Yeah, I'm gonna go through some of the stuff in here and try and have some more of this that I can get rid of because I'm gonna run to a donation spot and take these bags and hopefully some more stuff later. I have my camping stuff. I don't have a lot, but what I do have has been sitting in my college laundry basket. We're gonna move all of it, like I was saying, into this black container just so when I go camping and as I accumulate more stuff, I can keep it all organized. So then when I'm ready to like, you know, go, I can just grab the black container and be on my merry way. There's nothing worse than not knowing where everything is, and I'm definitely someone who will throw things in drawers and then think I'm gonna remember that I put like, oh, the camping utensils are in this drawer and the camping plates are over here. And I'm convinced that I'll remember every single time, and then I do not remember, and then I never have what I need at the time that I need it. I have this cooler. I think I'm gonna put my bowls and plates and stuff in the cooler to condense space. Camping slippers, my old Uggs. I took these camping when my friend Bailey and I went this past fall, and they have been demoted. It's kind of perfect though, because then I don't have to worry about messing up any other shoes. In here, we have a camping blanket. I have a water tea kettle. To be honest, I didn't even know that I had this. I have a little lantern light. And what's funny, I think this might be dead. Yeah, I need to charge this. It's an accordion light, but what's funny is I got this in a PR package this past year for Two Can Play by Hazelwood. I haven't read that book yet or listened to that book. I think it's a novella, but this is like a little light that you can plug in and charge. And I have fire starter and some coffee filters. The last time that I went to REI, I got this little camping mug, and it's really cute. I just wanted a mug that was designated for camping. The last thing that's going in the box that I already have is my little power station. This little guy is so portable. Look how small he is. I love him. He also has a light on the back. Today's video is also sponsored by Grecell. I already said this when I was going through my camping stuff, but a portable power station is an absolute must for me when I'm camping. And it has been since I was doing van life. So since 2020. This is the Grecell 240 watt portable power station. It's really easy to take on the go, whether you're going camping, whether you're going hiking, or whether you're just spending a lot of time in the outdoors on an outdoor adventure. I just really love how portable this thing is. If I'm not taking it camping, sometimes I'll take it to the park with me so I can get some work done out there, charge my laptop, charge any other electronics I need to charge. There's like 5 output ports and 2 input ports. I tend to charge it with the USB-C. It's the fastest way that I've found to charge it. It's just a really convenient power station. My absolute favorite feature on the device is this light on the back. It functions as a really good reading light at nighttime. It's gentle, not too bright, and it's just perfect to use if you're reading a book at nighttime and it's pitch black outside. If you guys want to get a little power station for your next outdoor adventure or your next camping adventure, you can click the link that will be in the description bar down below, and they're having a little deal. So go check it out for all my camping girlies, because every time I post a camping video, you're all like, oh, I love camping. For all my camping girlies, check it out. Life-changing when you're in the outdoors with no plug. At REI today, I got some of these. Guys, I used to have like 5 or 6 of these little spoon fork. I don't even know what they're called. It's just like a utensil. I also got this multi-spice. I probably should have just purchased this at Walmart, but it was there and it was the first thing I grabbed, and I was like, whatever, we're just gonna get it. And I can refill it, I believe. It just has like salt, pepper, paprika, curry, garlic, and cayenne pepper maybe. And then I went ahead and decided to get some nicer stainless steel plates and a bowl. I got them from the brand Hydro Flask. I love the brand Hydro Flask. I have an orange Hydro Flask that I've had for like 6 years, and it just seems to like last really well. I just went ahead and got these because they just looked a lot more durable than the plastic ones that they had. I feel good about these. So I got a bowl. It's purple. I want to get the insulated one as well too, like the insulated bowl. I feel like that would be really good to just like pack a warm meal in that, and then you have like a warm meal for one night that you don't have to worry about cooking. I feel like that'd be great. And then I also got 2 outdoor kitchen plates. They're the same lavender color. Now that I think about it, I think I might have a lavender Hydro Flask too, like a little baby one. I'm gonna go look right after I show you these. Got these stainless steel camping plates. So I forgot that when I worked at a coffee shop in Oregon, at Sisters Coffee, if anybody knows what that coffee shop is, it's in Sisters, Oregon. Sisters, Oregon is the love of my life. I love that town. When I worked there, I forgot that I bought this little guy before I quit my job. This is gonna be my camping Hydro Flask because I don't use it for anything else anymore. I've been loving unplugging this summer. I deleted TikTok a couple weeks ago, the app on my phone, not my account. I love TikTok. I appreciate TikTok so much for everything it has brought me in the creator space, and I do think it is a wonderful app, but I also do think it can be very, very unhealthy, especially if you're someone like me who gets roped up in doom scrolling. And for me, doom scrolling was ruining my summer for a little bit. especially in June. Like when I got back from my camping trip, spending some time away from TikTok with Taylor and I not having any service and then coming back, like I really realized how bad TikTok has been on my mental health recently. Like it just was a little bit eye-opening coming back. So I decided to delete it from my phone. I don't know if that's just gonna be for the next month type of thing or if that's gonna be a forever type of thing, but I have made the decision to re-download the app if I ever want to post short form content on there, because I'm still posting short form content occasionally on Instagram. I just don't need to have the app on my phone because I just get down rabbit holes and the next thing I know, I'm like, why is my screen time for the day 6 to 8 hours? And why can't any book keep my attention? I don't know, maybe it's because you're used to like this app where you're just rapid fire scrolling. This has just been the case for me. I've been loving long form content a lot more recently. I've been loving creating a lot more long form content. That's why y'all been seeing a little bit more videos from me. There's something about the algorithm of TikTok. They know what they're doing over there. It is addicting. If you were also someone who finds yourself addicted to that, or maybe like another specific platform, and it is fucking with your mental health, delete it. At least for a little bit. Have a little reset. I think having a social media break in general can be very healthy. I love social media, don't get me wrong. But I think like being aware of where you're consuming content and then recognizing if it is benefiting you, very important to be self-aware of that. And it was not benefiting me, so I am taking a little bit of a breather. I was inspired to take a break from TikTok from Taylor because she had deleted the app a couple weeks before I did. And she was just telling me how good her mental health was. And I kept sharing with her like how bad my anxiety was and just some like mental health things that I was really struggling with a couple weeks ago. And she was like, girl, delete TikTok. So I am a follower. I'm a follower. Taylor did it first. And it's been really, really good for me. We're done. Ladies and gentlemen. Ah! Oh my god! Can you hear me? Can you hear me? I might have to bring you closer. This is Herschel. Government name Herschel. Nickname Hershey. He's from IKEA. I have an addiction to buying giant stuffed animals at the moment. It's been a sad summer for me, okay? Let a girl live. Yeah, so I'm gonna give this 6 out of 5 stars. Allie, what kind of crack cocaine did you put in this motherfucking book? I posted a video on Instagram and TikTok about this book too, and a lot of people are saying they don't even like age gap romance and they still loved this book. So if you were also not an age gap romance lover, I still recommend reading it because you too may have the time of your life. If you want to feel joy, if you want to feel happiness, if you want to feel like you're not in this world for a little bit and you just like want to have a good time, maybe read Problematic Summer Romance. You have to read this summer. This book, and then you also need to read Promise Me Sunshine, please. Please. I was so nervous to start another romance book, and honestly I've been putting off reading another romance book after Promise Me Sunshine because I didn't think any book could compare. Little did I know I'd be reading yet another 6 out of a 5-star book. We're so back, baby. Yearning is so back. Yearning is back. There was so much yearning in this from afar. At the beginning of this, it was a little hard to recognize that it was yearning, but it was yearning. It was yearning. Connor, our MMC, he just thought he was too old. He thought he was too old to be with her, and he really did put some space and some distance between them for a long time. So she had to take the little crumbs she could get from him for a while there, and then eventually got together and fell in love. This is how I feel. This book is making me feel like this. This is a great book to read during the summer. Literally has summer in the title. I personally do recommend reading Not in Love, the book that technically comes before this. I think this is technically an interconnected series. I didn't know that going into this, if I'm being honest, but this is the second book in the Not in Love interconnected series. You don't have to read Not in Love, but I feel like you'll understand a little bit of the friends and her brother and his fiance's relationship and their dynamic in their relationship. You'll understand that if you read Not in Love. But I'm gonna be real, I forgot pretty much everything that I read from Not in Love. So the little that I did remember helped a bit, but it didn't help like a tremendous amount to where I say like, you absolutely have to read it. You don't. It was a good book though. I read it last summer. For some reason I thought I read Love on the Brain last summer, but I didn't. I think I read Love on the Brain last spring, and then I read Not in Love last summer. This is my first Sally Hazelwood book since last summer. In my ranking, at the moment, this is first. Love Theoretically is second. Not in Love is third. The Love Hypothesis is fourth. I do need to reread The Love Hypothesis. I read The Love Hypothesis when I was on my high fucking horse, man, and I was not giving it the attention it deserved. What else have I read by Sally Hazelwood? Love on the Brain is probably last for me. I feel like there's one other book from her I've read, but I can't remember. That is it for today's vlog. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you've read this book, please let me know your thoughts. Love you guys so much, and I will see y'all next week. Bye, guys.